It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Chris Davis. Let's go down to the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical.
Makes the grab and running the run. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He's past the marker. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showing it all on that run. Clemson jumps to the line. Driving forward, it's Johnson. Next going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the edge, it's Clark. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proof.
Breaks away in the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
From the gun, it's Johnson. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first one.
Got a man in the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Run in the red zone. It's Johnson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense moved it, run on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Hits inside, it's Clark. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Gamecocks are in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Out wide right, it's Wesco. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Turning it on.
rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
It's a running room. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on. Being chased. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded dike. Knocking off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. What a grab with one hand. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reynolds. He's going to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to their win. Trip to the house.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sellers. He wants to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot.
But the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. These corners backing off a bit. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws into the middle of the field. Snatches it on the right. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Lost the throw on first. They're all over him. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Just steamrolling the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Left side is Burrows. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Run inside. It's Johnson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with UCF taking on the number 23 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense offense and defense separate and they kind of go over their own adjustments, you know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Some misdirection with the counter. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to take it outside. It's Ford. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Tuggle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or your safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. I'd have it headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. Catch in the middle, it's Burrows. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football in.
A spectacular one-hand grab. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Plows through the defense. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give, it's Johnson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the right. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. On his feet at the 40. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Got the first down. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He'll be dropped.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Back to pass on second down. Going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
He'll throw on third down. Hauls it in. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw again. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Reynolds. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play, but if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Sellers. Left side, it's Harbor. He is in! Touchdown, South Carolina! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The screen, and watch out. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Sends it back in motion. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.